Yo, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing great. UFC 315, Muhammad versus Della Maddalena goes down this weekend, and I'm here to give you guys my picks and my predictions on how I think the fights go down. Anyways, let's get right into this shit, man. Yo, wasting no time, we got Brad Katona, the two-time tough winner that I was just talking about in a couple of videos ago, versus Begzat Almacan. Nobody really cares about this fight. I'm not going to go too into it. I don't trust Brad Katona enough to win, to like confidently pick him in fights anymore. I'm gonna say Begzat Almacan gets this shit done. Begzat Almacan, guys, Almacan. Anyways, he has hella KOs. Yeah, he's actually most likely gonna KO Brad Katona here. Jesus Christ, I didn't know this guy was like that. Yo, next up we got Daniel Santos versus Jung Young Lee. And when I originally saw this fight, I was kind of leaning towards Jung Young Lee. I'm not gonna lie though, I've been kind of swayed. I've been watching a lot of videos. I've been kind of swayed. I think Daniel Santos is actually gonna get the knockout probably in like 2 rounds. I think that's a safe bet. If you guys are putting money on it, I think that's a safe bet. Yeah, again, like not too many people care about this fight. I'm not gonna waste too much time on it. Also, Daniel Santos, I'm pretty sure was fighting lightweights at one time, and Jung Young Lee was fighting at bantamweight. I'm pretty sure now they're meeting at the middle and featherweight. Yeah, I'm gonna say Daniel Santos gets this shit done by KO within 2. Yo, moving on, we got Marc-Andre Barriault versus Bruno Silva. And again, when I seen this fight, I was originally leaning Marc-Andre Barriault, regardless of his last 2, KO losses. It's just because since the Alex Pereira fight, I don't think that Bruno Silva's really been the same. He got his face fucking broken in that fight, and then I think since that he hasn't been too gun shy, but he's definitely not been like getting into the firefights as much. I don't think his confidence was there, but he was working with a therapist and a counselor or whatever, and I think his mind's going to be refreshed coming into this fight. And going up against a guy, like I said, with 2 like pretty bad fucking vicious KO losses, I think that's going to really be good for Bruno Silva. I think that's what he's going to need. He's going to need a refreshed mind going into this fight. And if he looks like old him, I think Marc-Andre Barriault's a little not technical, but he's got, he's looking all right. But if Bruno Silva can look like old him, then I think this is Bruno Silva all day. I wouldn't put money on this, but I think Bruno Silva has this. But this is one of those fights where like either one of these guys could just like be down 2 rounds and just come back and catch somebody. This is a really just kind of a pick'em fight. Yo, next up we got Navajo Sterling versus Ivan Erslan, and yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go with the general consensus on this one. I think Navajo Sterling gets this shit done. I've been seeing a lot of people say that he will get checked at some point, but Ivan Erslan's not the guy. And to be honest, I completely agree. I don't think Ivan Erslan has anything that he needs to worry about. Navajo Sterling looks really composed in there. He comes from a good gym. He's been working with Carlos Olberg. He's coming from like that kind of gym. He's also like a New Zealander, so I know he's coming from CKB. I just don't know who exactly he's working with besides Carlos Olberg. In his fights though, he's looking mad composed in there, so you got to give that shit to him. And against Ivan Erslan, I don't think Ivan Erslan's gonna have any kind of threat for him, anything that he needs to really worry about. So I think Navajo Sterling should be able to survive this quite easy. And yo, moving on, we got Modestas Bukauskas versus Ion Cutelaba, and this is another one of those like kind of like Marc-Andre Bruno Silva fights. This is like a real like 50-50 kind of fight. I haven't seen so much trust be put into Ion Cutelaba to win a fight in a while, which is good. To be honest, I like Ion Cutelaba, but he's just been given some tough matchups lately. I think if Modestas can stuff the takedowns of Ion Cutelaba, then I think he can win this. If he can either show better grappling or just kind of keep it on the feet and defend. If Ion gets this shit down though, I think it's going to be early ground and pound stoppage. Fuck, this is the only fight that I really don't want to give a pick for. Everybody else I have a pick for. Just this one is kind of like so 50-50. I guess if I really had to throw a pick though, I'll throw Ion Cutelaba by ground and pound in round 2. Yo, moving on, we got Jasmine Jasudavicius. We got Jessie J versus Jessica Andrade. Jessica Andrade is definitely more fucking tested. Definitely like a vet. She's... I like Jessica Andrade, but man, her time is coming past. I'm pretty sure. I'm really high on Jessie J right now. I like Jasmine Jasudavicius. I think she's gonna KO Jessica Andrade. I'm not gonna say it'd be nice to see Jessica Andrade win, because I really don't want to see Jasmine Jasudavicius lose right now. I'm gonna go Jasmine Jasudavicius by round 2, probably TKO here. I think that's pretty good. Yo, next up we got another Canadian hometown fighter. We got Mike Mallet versus Charles Radke. I forgot to mention Marc-Andre Barriault's also from Canada. I think, yeah, Manafjorod is, Amian Zahavi is, there's quite a few of them. But anyways, Mike Mallet versus Charles Radke. The record's looking better than Charles Radke. My honest opinion though, I think Charles Radke gets this done by TKO. I just don't trust Mike Mallet enough. He got finished by Neil Magny, like KO'd I think by Neil fucking Magny. Last time he was in Canada, and now I haven't seen him fight since, to be honest, so I don't want to act like I've seen any improvements or anything. That was literally the last fight that I saw from him back in Canada. He's coming back to Canada now, back in front of the home crowd. I think it's going to be the same situation. I just think he's going to disappoint the home crowd, and I think Charles Radke gets it done. Also, I want Charles Radke to win for the post-fight speech, man. You know we need that shit. We need him to pump fake that shit, man. You know it'd be fire if Charles Radke wins the fight and then gets on and starts flipping off the fucking Canadian crowd and starts calling them slurs. You know that's the kind of post-fight fucking we get from Charles Radke every time. So anyways, yeah, that's definitely like the main reason I'm winning. But also, I think technique for technique, I think Charles Radke goes above and beyond Mike Maddalena. I think he just gets this shit done. And yo, moving up, we got Benoit Saint Denis versus Kyle Prepolek. And yeah, I was actually like really excited for the Benoit Saint Denis Joel Alvarez fight. I thought Joel Alvarez was gonna put a vicious masterclass on Benoit, and I actually thought that was gonna be the last that we've seen of Benoit. But to be honest, man, Benoit Saint Denis should get this shit done easy peasy, fucking lemon squeeze. Like, bro, Benoit should walk through this guy. If Benoit either loses this or takes all 3 rounds, goes to a decision, I want Benoit out of the rankings, bro. If Benoit loses this shit, cut him. Bro, Kyle Prepolek has been in the UFC before. He won he lost both of his fucking UFC fights, and then he's been out of the promotion since. He's on a 3-fight win streak right now, and they're bringing him back just to fucking big up Benoit Saint Denis. If he loses this or takes all 3 rounds, bro, I don't want to see this. You need to give him 3 more. You need to give him you at least need to give him 2 more unranked wins before he even sniffs number 15 again. I do think he KOs Prepolek, but I don't think that's enough to even keep him in the rankings, in my opinion. I mean, you can't de-rank him for losing a fight, for winning a fight, so he'll probably stay in the rankings for this for whatever fucking reason. If he goes to decision, bro, I mean, it's gonna be fucking pathetic. I don't think he's gonna go to decision, though. I think Benoit Saint Denis gets this done by, like, early KO, probably round 2. Yo, moving up, I'm probably gonna take actually, I'm not going to say underdog. I don't know the odds on this, but I am going to take Alexa Grasso. I like Natalia Silva a lot. I think she's kind of gotten away from her original style that she was using to get into the UFC. I think she's definitely kind of fallen in love more with the hands, which it's been working for her. I mean, she's on a fucking tear right now. You know, that's why she's getting the Alexa Grasso fight. I think she's got hype. And for the wrong reasons. I think Natalia Silva's got a lot of wrong fucking reasons. She's she's pretty on the post-fight in the press conference and shit, but you guys are worried about the wrong shit, bro. Natalia Silva is good. Alexa Grasso's also a good fucking boxer, though. This little girl can scrap, bro, and she's not afraid to fucking scrap. She'll get in there. She'll put herself in a firefight. She's trustworthy of her chin, and so she can box, and I think she's more opportunistic with the grappling. Like, if she gets into an exchange, as we saw with Shevchenko, I mean, I think she's definitely I think she's kind of been on a decline in the whole trilogy with Shevchenko. I think she just kind of was overconfident in her skills, and that's kind of what lost her the belt. Yeah, I think she's a bit on a decline right now, but I still think she's going to be hungry for this because she's going to want to win the winner of this. I think the grappling's going to be good enough to maybe not negate. There might be some good scrambles, but I think if the opportunity strikes, I do think Alexa Grasso will take the opportunity. I think she'll jump on it immediately. She won't waste it. She won't waste time. But with that being said, I do like Natalia Silva. If she can do some of her older style shit, if she can go grappling heavy and prove to be better, wrestling wise, not jiu-jitsu or something, but wrestling wise, and kind of use more of her weight up against Alexa Grasso, then I think it could be a harder night for Alexa Grasso. I'm gonna say Alexa Grasso gets this done by decision, though. I think it was plus money for split decision here. I think that's safe. I'm gonna go Alexa Grasso by split decision. I think that's a safe by decision, but I do think it's gonna be a split decision. I think this is gonna be a closer fight than anybody can really predict. Yo, moving up bro, this is actually kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually really disappointing because, bro, this entire fucking fight build-up, I've been going Jose Aldo, obviously. I think everybody kind of was. I mean, especially as a fan, I'm still going to be rooting for Jose Aldo. This entire build-up, since this shit got announced months back, bro, since the fucking janitor fight was announced, I've been rooting for Jose Aldo. I know this is Firas Zahabi's brother and shit. I know he trains in a good gym. He's been around legends, obviously, but I just still had Jose Aldo. But, bro, after seeing him on the scale today, I'm making this the day of the weigh-ins, bro, and he came in pretty much at featherweight bout. This was going to be a bantamweight fight, bro. Look at this. It's a fucking featherweight bout now. So the featherweight king's returning. Let's get that out the way. The featherweight fucking king returns. So, I mean, to be honest, though, he's the featherweight king, bro. Maybe, I mean, this is his fucking weight class, dog. To be honest, this is his OG fucking class. Maybe he gets this shit done, to be honest. But not only did he come in at 143, I think, so he was way overweight, he also looked like shit. The weight just didn't look good on him. He looked like shit. He looked, I'm not gonna say blobbish, because he's not a fucking heavyweight, but I don't know, the weight just wasn't looking good on him. I think he's gonna be slow in this fight, bro. And if he loses to Amin Zahabi, bro, please re-retire. I don't think he should have even come back in the first fight, but when he did, he proved me wrong. He made Jonathan Martinez look like a fucking goofball in there. Mario Batista, he was giving him problems. That's why Mario Batista put him up against the cage and clenched. So, I don't know, bro. Really, I do like Jose Aldo. But after seeing him on the scale, I'm just not confident in his skills. I'm gonna go Amin Zahabi by guess decision. I definitely don't see Amin Zahabi fucking finishing him. I don't see him getting him to the ground, and well, fuck, if I say it like that, then I might as well go Jose Aldo, right? Because I don't see Amin Zahabi going to the ground with Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo's got the fucking immaculate takedown defense, and I don't see him out striking Jose Aldo. Fuck, man, I'm actually so torn in the middle. I want to go Jose Aldo. My heart says Jose Aldo, but I'm probably gonna go Amin Zahabi just by decision here. If I get this shit wrong, I'm not gonna be too mad at myself. It's like I'm so torn in the fucking middle, bro. Anyways, yeah, man, I got Amin Zahabi by decision. Yo, and moving on, we got Valentina Shevchenko, the women's flyweight champion, versus Maddalena Full, a girl who's been kind of calling for her shot for a minute now. People have said that, you know, she was kind of in the range, just kind of waiting. Yeah, so look, her only loss is way back here, back in 2018. She's been on a tear since. She's actually got really good names. Tabitha Ritchie, that's an impressive one. Mayra Bueno Silva's another good one. Rosnama Nunez is a good name. Erin Blanchfield. So she's got some good wins, man. She's definitely deserving of the shit she's been. I mean, when was the last fight? 2024 March. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely time for her to get the shot for sure. I think whoever wins this, well, I don't even gotta tell you guys this. Whoever obviously wins Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva is definitely fighting the winner of this shit. And I know a lot of people are on Manuel Ferraro's like kind of dick right now. I mean, bro, a lot of people are riding this girl. She's the next one up, but bro, I still think Valentina Shevchenko is too much on the feet. If she could maybe take her down, I think that's her best fucking. I think that's her best chance of winning. This is taking her down to the ground. Valentina Shevchenko, I think, bro, the Muay Thai is too good on the feet. The takedown defense is good though. I mean, not amazing, but it's not, you know, it's not bad. I do think Valentina Shevchenko, I mean, I know she's getting up there in the age too. After this, I probably think she has like one or two more, and then she does need to call it quits before, you know, she starts to get on the Tony Ferguson path. I'm not saying she's gonna go on a L streak. I'm saying if she, you know, wins this, maybe wins one or two more, she should call it before, you know, the later side of the career starts knocking at her door. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste too much time on this shit, bro. I'm just gonna say Valentina Shevchenko gets this done. I don't think by finish though. I think she gets it done by decision. I think she'll get it done by like unanimous decision. I don't think it'll be split. And yo, moving on into the main event, Belal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena. I was going Belal Muhammad. I think I was going sub by Belal Muhammad for a minute, but to be honest, like that's not fucking happening. It was either gonna be like sub or grappling decision. Those were my original takes. I've rewatched multiple of their fights, and honestly, I don't see that shit happening. I rewatched the Gilbert Burns fight for both of them. I rewatched the Leon Edwards fight. Bro, there was too many times in that Leon Edwards fight where Bilal's getting reversed, Bilal's not getting out scrambled, but bro, Leon had dominant positions in that fight. Almost had him caught, like he had him caught a little bit, and then when he had his back, I mean, that was almost wraps for Belal there. That was almost wraps. And in those reversals, like I just mentioned in that last video, bro, JDM's gonna capitalize on that shit. JDM will get out of the clinch. He has immaculate takedown defense, bro. Yo, everybody's talking about the Basil Lefez fight or in the Kevin Holland fight and all that shit. Anytime that this guy was on the ground in the Basil Lefez fight, it was because of him. He pulled Gilly 4 fucking times, bro. I remember people were yelling at him to stop that shit. People were begging him because they thought he was gonna fuck up their parlays and everything just because he was pulling Gilly over and over. It was the most dumb shit ever. He's not gonna fucking, one, he's not gonna pull Gilly against fucking Belal Muhammad. And 2, he's not gonna clinch, bro. If he can just get off the clinch or reverse the position, get off the cage, I honestly think it's gonna be a Della Maddalena TKO in round 3. I think it's gonna be body head kick. We've seen Belal get dropped, bro. We've seen Belal get finished in the UFC before by lesser strikers like Vicente Luque. Jeff Neal dropped him bad, bro. He survived, but dropped him bad, boy. And there's another guy I'm forgetting that dropped him decently bad. Dropped him with the left hook and then dropped him with a left side head kick as well. Well, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be a left hook to the body, right hook up top. I think that's going to be the finishing sequence for JDM here. Off the clinch. Round 3. I mean, Bilal's got the good cardio there, and he does tend to, you know, stay safe and keep a good pace. I think another part of me is saying that Bilal's not going to let himself be put into those positions. But I don't know, brother. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I think he's gonna be safe, but I do think JDM will catch him eventually. He has 25 minutes to catch him, And like I said, man, if he could just obviously don't be silly and don't shoot for that motherfucking ghillie, and if he could just get off the clinch, get off the cage, and just kind of have Bilal up against the cage, I think it's Rap City for him, dog. Anyways, bro, that's how I see that shit going. All right, well, yo, those are my picks for UFC 315. Those are my picks and my predictions, how I think the fights are gonna go. Let me know how you guys think the fights are gonna go, and like, sub, bro, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, bro. Peace.